Former guy and perennial orange monster Donald Trump straight up admitted to his New Mexico rally crowd he was only there to improve his standing, quote, with the Hispanic or Latino community. As fallout from his racist Madison Square Garden rally continues to plague his campaign, here's Trump calling it like it is.
So I'm here for one simple reason. I like you very much, and it's good for my credentials with the Hispanic or Latino community.
And they cheered it. I'm here as a cheap political ploy to use you as pawns to artificially inflate my support among the Hispanic community. Please cheer. The rally, of course, included comedian Tony Hinchcliffe of the Kill Tony podcast, headline-grabbing joke about Puerto Rico being a floating island of garbage, as well as more offensive remarks from other speakers and, of course, Trump himself. Harris has been trying to capitalize on the controversy in these final days. We got a great montage of Trump saying the quiet parts out loud for you in a moment, but let's just talk about this directly. How do you think this plays? Because people were cheering there live.
Yeah. So as Ben pointed out, the Madison Square Garden rally that had the Tony Hinchcliffe, et cetera, gets everybody riled up. So and mad at him, but he can't help but say the quiet part out loud. It's what I call verbal diarrhea, right? So he's like, okay, they're having me go to New Mexico for the Latinos and the Hispanic. I don't know if there's any Latinos in the audience, by the way. And they're like, yeah, way to come here for the faking that we love Latinos. I mean, not that there's any here. Anyways, but why are you saying it? Why? But the ironic part of this is that it gives off a feeling of authenticity because no fake robotic politician would say something that stupid. But you're skipping the part where he says something really stupid. Like you're not it's such a weird thing. I'm doing this as a political ploy. He's so real. No, he just admitted he's doing it as a political ploy.
Yeah.
That's not real.
I love how real my little 3-year-old nephew keeps it, but he shouldn't be leading the country. And also, I don't even have a 3-year-old nephew.
Oh, you get more credit for authenticity.
That's your authenticity. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, we got more clips.
We do indeed.
I love these. He does it all the time.
He does indeed. So Trump has a history of just straight up saying what would make people turn against him in typical world, but in the bizarro world we find ourselves somehow increases his support, which is quite confounding to me. Take a look at these examples. Like, for example, Trump has always been against electric cars. So then Musk came on board. Check out this.
I have to be, because Elon endorsed me very strongly, Elon. So I have no choice. But he knows.
Well, you do have a choice. What you just admitted to is pay for play, but good on you, I suppose. At least he really cares about us, though, right? The American people. There's no doubting that.
By the way, isn't that breeze nice? Do you feel the breeze? Because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care. See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible thing.
Well, yeah, that's because the press has ears. But I mean, okay, so maybe he doesn't care about us and just wants our vote only and flips when you donate to his campaign on major issues. But at least he's an amazing businessman, right? He cares about his employees, would always take care of his employees. I know that for a fact.
I know a lot about overtime. I'd hated to give overtime. I hated it. I'd get other people, I shouldn't say this, but I'd get other people in, I wouldn't pay. I hated.
I could have sworn he would never say something like that, but at least he cares about truth and doesn't cherry pick only facts that benefit him, because that's how he keeps it real, right?
They do that straw poll, right? Now, if it's bad, I say it's fake. If it's good, I say that's the most accurate poll perhaps ever taken.
It's really crazy that he said that out loud, but I'm sure that would only apply specifically to polls and not election results. There's no way you could extrapolate that to one other thing with the exact same mental disposition, because otherwise I'm very confused as to what to believe. I really believed in the guy until this series of clips.
So that poll one is so perfect because he's so honest about the way he lies. He says, well, if the polling's going bad, I'm gonna call it fake polls. And he does. You see him in other speeches calling it fake polls when he's losing. And he says, oh, election's rigged, right? And then when he's winning, he's like, I like the polls. So
I mean, genuine question. How do people hear that and then not understand he's making up the election fraud? I don't get it.
It's amazing.
That should be a campaign ad. I haven't seen that clip much.
Yeah.
But it's a very powerful one.
No, but the thing is, when I talk to Trump fans, one of the top things they love about him is his authenticity. But like, is it authentic when you're authentically telling people to their face that you're lying to them? Like, I mean, that irony is breaking my mind.
My lies are the most real lies, the most real. A lot of people lie and then lie about lying. I keep it real, I say I lied.
Yeah. I mean, he said to people, and you know he wasn't joking because of the whole entire context. You can say he was kidding, I get it, but where's the joke? When that clip we just showed you where he's like, I don't really care about you, I just want your votes. It's the truest thing he's ever said. But think, guys, why would that even come into your head? I ran for office a couple of times. It never occurred to me to think, I don't give a damn about these people. But to be fair, probably a lot of politicians think, probably tons and almost, but so that's why, since a lot of politicians probably think, I don't give a damn about these people, I just want my fame and status and power and money, etc. So I guess people got so jaded by that, they're like, well, at least he's admitting it, that he doesn't care about us.
Yeah, but these are just at
But
least,
also, he doesn't care about you.
yeah, but that's just select clips. Just in fairness to Trump, in these clips, he only admits that he uses minority groups for his own political visuals, and that he will endorse something he doesn't believe in if you donate. Just that, plus he doesn't care about people other than voting for him, and also that he is a horrible businessman that screws over the people who works for him, and just that he bends reality to his own whims. But other than that. Seems like a good guy.
I thought there were a couple of, maybe there was one in there that I thought, okay, well, he is kind of joking, but as Cenk says, but the joke is the reality, which is he just needs the votes. Like, I thought that was kind of, hey, I don't want anything to happen to you, I need your vote. I thought that was kind of, to be fair to him, sort of the gag he was going for. But the other stuff about not paying overtime, I think that was just him really stating it. You know, we know he doesn't pay overtime. He stiffs a lot of contractors and a lot of workers and tradesmen, right? We know that for a fact.
Oh my God, it just happened to you, Mark, during this clip. You think that he cares about the people and was just joking. This is how it happens. One at a time, you slowly get sucked into his sarcasm.
The thing is, though, it's both. You're both right. He was joking, like it was a joking tenor, right? It had the beat of a joke, etc. Right? So Mark's right to say that it was a joke, but what is the joke? Like, so like that's why Tony Hinchcliffe's joke felt so flat, you know, at Madison Square Garden when he said, "Oh, there's a floating island of garbage. It's called Puerto Rico." Where's the punchline? Right? You're just calling them garbage, and there is no punchline, right? So same thing with Trump, like. Why did it pop into your head like, hey, I'm just taking advantage of you guys? Because that's what he's thinking 24/7. Yeah. So Ben's totally right. That's not a normal thing that pops into a person's head to joke around about.
Right. Well, when he opens with, I'm here just because I need to, the Latino vote, I mean, that's insane. It's not even a joke. It's just him with a completely honest utterance.
Okay, you guys make a good point. I will consider Trump in the election.
I don't care about you, I just want your vote.
Yeah, and you're right about both. And you see the pattern, guys. Like the thing about just going to New Mexico's not a swing state. He literally, just like he did the garbage photo op and he did the McDonald's photo op, in this case, he's not using a business like McDonald's as the photo op. He's using human beings as the photo op. But in this case, not that there was a lot of Latinos behind him anyway, right? But the prop is the state of New Mexico. And then you think, hey guys, you're over extrapolating. I mean, he was probably, no, he just told you. He goes to the rally and tells you. And Mark's also right about the overtime one is the most obviously true one, right? You know he wasn't joking, even if you're a MAGA guy. Right? And he's like, I shouldn't say this. Whenever he says I shouldn't say this, he's about to tell you something you really shouldn't say, right? Because it's bad, right? Remember, he just said it yesterday when he's like, you know, they tell me not to say this, but I'm gonna protect women. Okay, they say don't say it, but I'm gonna say it, whether they want it or not.
Or when he just said, he sometimes says he refuses to say it. The other day he said, I refuse to say this. And I just had 12 minutes of a graphic description of Arnold Palmer's penis. And so I feel like whenever he says, I'm not gonna say or I refuse to say, it's a great time to turn the channel or at least put up like a NC-17 rating on the screen. When somebody calls his supporters garbage, you'd think a normal human being would say they're not garbage, they're amazing people. Trump instead goes like dad joke level of in-depth focus on. He's like, they called us garbage. Can we get a garbage truck? I'll be a garbage man. Isn't that kind of like endorsing the fact that you think they're garbage? Like, I'll be with the garbage people.
Yeah, no, that one I'll give him a pass on.
I thought the garbage play was actually good politics. I thought I don't mean to, pay him any compliments, but as Cenk always says, we try to call it straight here. I thought the garbage photo op seized the narrative, and it really amplified the idea somehow that the Harris people were essentially view all those Trump supporters as garbage. I mean, that's not what they.
Okay, I'll vote for him. That's what you want me to do.
She said just the opposite, of course. She's actually, and she tried to, do some kind of course correction from Biden. But I thought grabbing that photo op was pretty clever.
Yeah, I agree with Mark, but that juxtaposition there is exactly what we're talking about. So when he does the garbage photo op, what he's saying is, hey, they're looking down their noses at you, these elites. Don't you hate them like I do? Well, you know what? We're proud to be who we are. And I think that's good politics, right? But when he goes in front of a crowd and says, I don't like to pay overtime. Right. I don't like to pay people at all, right? Which he didn't say that part, but that's pretty much what he was about.
No, he said
I'll bring other people in, so I don't have to pay them.
Try to get out of paying overtime. He said, I try to not pay it. That's what. Yeah.
And by the way, here's another thing that they don't emphasize enough. In all of his construction projects, and even at his golf courses while he was president, undocumented immigrant workers everywhere, because he doesn't like to pay people.
Right.
So he's the populist who doesn't want you to get paid if you're the average guy. Unbelievable. He's the guy who's against undocumented immigrants unless they're working for him. So if you can't see that the guy's a fraud, well, he'll tell you. You still won't be able to see it, but he'll tell you.
But I don't know, he does look great in an orange vest. Maybe, I wonder if I bet he'd look great in an orange jumpsuit too.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.